welcome back to my channel. The struggle is real with the makeup nurse. Today is Tarte Tuesday and it's June 28th. So today is Alaska Day, Insurance Awareness Day, Logistics Day, and Paul Bunyan Day. So we are going to start with this serum, the Awake serum from Tarte. Well, it's Awake, but Tarte makes it, or owns it, or whatever you want to call it. Now I'm going to use the Sugar Rush Don't Hate Hydrate. Moisturizer. I already did my eyes. Okay, and then I'm going to use this Awake lip mask, even though it's a mask, but I'm just going to use it a little bit. To moisturize. Okay. All right, we're going to use the eyeshadow Insurance from Too Faced. Oh, I put the tape on already. Oh well. I usually do that after I put the primer on. Not that it really makes a difference. But I like to stick to somewhat my routine so I don't forget things, especially this early in the morning. Okay, let's go in with this Sweet Tarte double shot from Sugar Rush. And I kind of smell it today. Let's go in with Cinnamon Swirl. The other one, the frosted one that I have, I gave to my cousin. I had two of them. I gave my cousin. She's like, I can have this. I love this palette. And I'm like, yeah, I have two of them. These are one of my favorite palettes. And I love this Cinnamon Swirl palette from Too Faced. Okay, now let's go in with Mocha Me Crazy. I got to see my cousins again this last weekend. It's been a while since I moved to Georgia. I haven't got to see a lot of my family there. So, because I moved to Georgia 2 years ago, and it's probably been about 2 years since I've seen them. Well, my class reunion, I saw them, but which was 2 weeks ago, but it was so nice. And we had my brother's surprise birthday party. So I had a really nice weekend. And I'm going back home this weekend, well, to Georgia. So I swapped weekends because I'm like, all right, the 4th of July mixed. I had to go back home this last weekend because of a wedding. Otherwise, I wouldn't have, because I know I'm going to be off for the 4th. So I just asked if I could swap weekends instead, like the 11th be off, the 4th. So, and they were super nice. So here's the melted chocolate matte eyeshadow from Too Faced. Yeah, I'm gonna really be sad when I leave. They've been so good to me at this hospital, and everybody's so sweet and so not good. Yeah, every hospital has issues, but man, this one has been by far the least amount of problems or barriers to get things done. I've really enjoyed this assignment. Because there's been hospitals that, like, major safety things will come up, and I'll tell them that they need to be fixed, and I get pushback. But those are more of the 1-star hospitals. The one I'm at is a 5-star, so there's the difference. Okay, well, let's go in with this Like You a Latte. Like You a Latte. You know, I think this is, it's like coffee themed, but it actually kind of, to me, smells like chocolate. You'd think it would smell like coffee. There's like Mocha Me Crazy, Fresh Brew, Coffee Buzz, Like You a Latte. That's just me, I guess. Okay, and then I'm going to take this Caffeine Queen shade. Put that in between the two shades. This is why I do my eyes first. Although when I used to do my eyes first, I didn't get as messy. Maybe because I was more careful. Even though I think I did a pretty good job with my finger, I'm going to go in with a little bit with this, with Like You a Latte, and just kind of define this a little bit. Okay, we're going to use the Tarte Double Duty, the base tape, Tarte base tape primer. I'm not smelling the marshmallows today. Alright, now we're going to go with the Tarte Seek Lotion. Put a little glow in my face. You guys, I am like, got like no food in here hardly. I've been like, if you've been watching my channel, you know I just like will eat the breakfast food and then that's about it. And I very sparingly will eat lunch and dinner just because I don't want more stuff in here. So, and I'm like been holding off until I leave. It's like getting bare, and I'm refusing to buy food right now. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, but I think I have enough to last me, especially because I eat a lot of the breakfast food downstairs at the hotel. So I don't need to eat a whole lot of that stuff. And I'm so busy throughout the day that I don't even think about lunch. So like whatever's left over from that breakfast, from eating and when I'm at work, because I take it to go, and because I'm so busy, I like nibble on some of it, and then I will eat the rest for dinner. Now let's use the Ultra Creamy Tarte Concealer. Plus, you know, it saves me money, so I can buy more makeup. So when my dad will say something about me spending too much money or whatever on makeup, I remind him, but I don't buy, I've bought food when I first got here in October. I spent about $200. Got a bunch of like canned stuff. I have not bought food since. Well, I take that back. I did buy a few things when I was in Georgia and brought it back here because it's cheaper. But like some canned like stuff. So I have bought some stuff since, but yes, I know I'm crazy. And then when I go home, because I don't know how to cook anyway, and I don't have a stove here, so when I go home, I get some good cooking from my hubby. All right, now I'm gonna go in with the Peach Perfect from Too Faced, and it's infused with peach and sweet fig cream. I use this as bronzer. If you've been watching my channel, you know. If you're new, now you know. I do smell this. Yay. Blend that in. Oops. I know what I forgot. I forgot my lips. I am forgetful today. It's called Before Coffee. Yeah, as a nurse, when I was a nurse, we couldn't, it was so hard to eat, drink, whatever, because couldn't have anything at the nurse's station. And the break room was too far away, and I was just always busy and running around the 12 hours. And my husband's like, well, how did you survive on like no coffee then? You know, I was like, well, not that it's a good thing, but you know how you can get at the gas station and everything. Comes in a little thing, and it's called Nodos, and it's caffeine pills. I lived on those, which is not good for you, but I was working 24/7 as a nurse. Okay, now we're gonna go in with the Too Faced Peach Bloom Lip and Cheek Tint, and this is in the Grape Pop Glow. So let's put this on. Sorry, my granddaughter, they interrupted my filming because my daughter had to tell me that my granddaughter just said Nana. I'm like, oh my gosh. Because every time I'm like, no, say Nana. And she finally said it, I guess, according to my daughter. She's like 9 months, I think. Yeah, about 9 months. Oh, almost 10 months now. Wow, time flies. Now we're going to use the Tarte Shape Tape Setting Powder. It has this mesh, which I like the mesh, but now that it's getting more down there, I'm probably gonna have to cut the mesh, but hopefully I don't have to cut it till I get to my next assignment, because that little extra mesh will hopefully help make it more secure, not all over the place. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil. Oh, I don't smell it today. But it does smell like chocolate. And if you're new here, it even kind of tastes like chocolate. Get a couple particles in there, in your mouth. And it tastes like cocoa. I always joke, I swear I'm putting cocoa on my face. Hey, it's not always a bad thing though. I'm sure you could put worse on your face, right? Who knows what's in everything? Even with the ingredient list. Yep, I tasted it. Man, if I ever get a sweet tooth, you know that would be an expensive sweet tooth. Okay, now we gotta blend. Blend, blend, blend. One of these videos, you guys are gonna be like, oh my gosh, the makeup nurse did go crazy. She's eating her makeup. That won't happen, but I guess if we're ever in world comes to an end mode and you get hungry enough, you're like, hey, you know what? I think that bronzer did smell a lot like cocoa and it tasted. Let's try it. So if you ever get desperate and you have some, when the world comes to an end and you're hungry, you know, maybe some of that makeup that smells good is really chocolate or cocoa. Okay, yes, I'm Need my coffee. So we're gonna go in with the Too Faced blush face and eye palette, the Sugar Peach, and I'm gonna go in with Sugared Peach, just because that is a little broken there. And my assignment is coming to an end, so I want to use it. And I think I might have an interview today for one in Texas. This is the Midland, Texas one that I've been like trying to see if if it was gonna be a go or no go. I did apply to a whole bunch of other ones, even Alaska. Not that I really want to go to Alaska, but I do need an assignment, so you gotta have as many irons in the fire, right, as possible, even if it's Alaska. My husband's like, Jamie, you'll never survive Alaska. I'm in California. It's like, because they put AC on, I have my heater on in my office, even at 80 degrees. Plus, I wear this. Okay, now let's go in with Peach Pearl for the highlight. And he's like, how are you going to survive Alaska? I'm like, my heater. I stay in my hotel room anyway. And they don't tell me locations. They just tell me states. And the title. That's all I get is the title of the job and the state. I don't know why they have to keep it secret. Maybe it's so you don't like go to them directly. I don't know. And then they lose out on that assignment. I don't know. Alright. Okay, let's go in with Mocha Me Crazy for our lower under our eye. And let's put a little bit more of this Love Your Latte like glitter. And then let's do some of this other glitter, the Caffeine Queen. Like right there. Okay. Let's go in with the Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced. I haven't used this mascara in a long time. So I've been trying to use up some other mascaras. The only thing is this wand is really big for the lower lashes. So I've had a bunch of Too Faced items in my wish list, and one item, besides the gingerbread one, as you know, is the Bonbon Palette, and I saw Mixie B use it and like rave about it, and I'm like, oh, I gotta get that. And then I just saw Susan's just making it. She just used that palette, and I'm like, oh man. And both of them were telling me how they smell so nice. And I'm like, oh gosh, I gotta get it. So I might move that out of the wish list and into the other cart. And I believe, if I remember, it's cheaper than the gingerbread palette, but I'll have to double check. Okay, now we are gonna go in with, you know what? I'm gonna go in with this highlight instead of the palette. I was gonna, for, I'm gonna go in with this highlight instead of the palette. I was gonna, for, I'm gonna go in with this highlight instead of the palette. I was gonna, for, I'm gonna go in with this highlight instead of the palette. I was gonna, for, I'm gonna go in with this highlight instead of the palette. I was gonna, for, I'm gonna go in with this highlight instead of the palette. I was gonna, for, I'm gonna go in with this highlight instead of the palette. I was gonna, for, I'm gonna go in with this highlight instead of the palette. I was gonna, for, I'm gonna go in with this highlight instead of the palette. I was gonna, for, I'm gonna go in with this highlight instead of the palette. I was gonna, for, I'm gonna go in with this highlight instead of the palette. I was gonna, for, I'm gonna go in with this highlight instead of the palette. I was gonna, for, I'm gonna go in with this highlight instead of the palette. I was gonna, for, I'm gonna go in with this highlight instead of the palette. I was gonna, for, I'm gonna go in with this highlight instead of the palette. I was gonna, for, I'm gonna go in with this highli right under my eyes. This is why I do this part of my eyes last, in case I get like mascara or, you know, I want to have my brows and mascara done first, and then I can do the blending of my eye after, in case I need any fixing, especially with mascara. So, okay, and the Tarte Lip Architect lip liner we're going to use. Okay, and then I'm going to use my Gingerbread Melted Matte Lip Stick from Too Faced. I wonder if this is what the palette smells like. It actually tastes pretty good too, because I got some on my teeth. And I don't recall the cinnamon swirl tasting good. So that one must be flavored and scented, where the other one is maybe just scented. I don't know. All right, I'm going to let that dry down, because I know from the first impressions that it does dry down. But it's not yet, and then I'm going to put some gloss. But right now, we're going to go in with the Too Faced setting spray first. Sorry, Too Faced Tarte setting spray, this day spray. Okay. All right, I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Hangover Pillow Balm. All right, it's starting to tingle a little bit. All right, this is my final look. I hope it's worthy of an interview. We'll find out. Anyway, and the riddle of the day is, if fish lived on land, where would they live? Comment down below. And have a great Tarte Tuesday.